kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will come out first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
To the air, it's Ramsey. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. Wants to keep it in the air. Takes a hit as he fires. Got his man. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Georgia going back to work with another first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Hicks.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And the Bulldogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Makes the catch, and he will score! Touchdown, Georgia!
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to try to return this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Flames offense will go to work for the first time. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one.
There he goes. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Street. Quick completion on the out route. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He's got the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold on.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Line is set on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's a heat. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Bunch formation for these receivers. To throw, it's Ramsey. He's got him in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down. The Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield.
He's got it at the 20. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Dogs look to keep this drive humming. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Gets a hand in there and breaks it up. It's incomplete, but wait, there is a flag down on the play. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a 1st down. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Rushes on him. And down he goes. Trying to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line. The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Scanning the field, it's Ramsey. Touchdown, Dogs! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the 1st half, but this unit looks dialed in.
On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Pulls it in on the right. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. So the decision has been made and the coach will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Got the quick pass. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Street. Wide open downfield. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. From the red zone, looking for a space. On the run, fires downfield. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Motion from the wideout. Little touch pass to the receiver. Got some room into the goal line, and they will score. Touchdown, Flames. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Appalachian State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Kid Brewer Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UMass. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Ramsey. Throws for the tight end. On target over the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw again. Punts it out of the air. Turning it on. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold offense.
Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the catch. It's Carney. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Bulldogs! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
That's why I love this offense running this option play, because if this running back gets the ball on the perimeter in space, he is so deadly and he's lethal. And he showed you right there. This guy's got a lot of tools.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Looking to throw it Street. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? Your match
looking deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. He'll work his way down to the 28. They'd hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set him up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Oh, he makes the catch. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Flames are in the hurry-up. The offense changing the play. Wants to go up top on first down. He makes the catch, but the official's right on top of it, signaling out of bounds. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Dances away to buy time. Zings it complete to the right. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Going for the marker on the ground. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Handoff from the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. To the air, it's Ramsey. Trying to set up the screen.
Nice job by the defense on that play, sniffing out the screen pass. They had their eye on the ball. They were able to rally to the running back, gain of no yards.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Caught. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Georgia sends out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to throw on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Working that wide receiver screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Hit as he throws. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Georgia. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
He'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Got his man. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. And the Flames moving quickly to the line. Got his man. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, it's Street. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Lynchburg. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at the Bill Arthur L. Williams Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. He'll return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if any of you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Dropping back, it's Street. This time it's complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Flames want to crank the tempo.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. He wants to throw it again. It's complete to the right. They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down. 4th down coming from the 48. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Flames have it with a 1st and 10. Gets it out fast. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
The give out of the gun. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The Flames pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Liberty! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. UCLA dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I tell you this, it sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
How about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Caught in the backfield. It's Hicks. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Back to pass. It's Ramsey. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Unloads it left. A strike downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Georgia going back to work with another 1st down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got it. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Dogs!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Wants to throw. It's Street. Bringing the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
They'll wrestle it down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. And the Flames come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
To the air on 2nd down. They'll run the screen. Nice move to keep running. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. The Flames racing to the line in the hurry-up. Leaves it with the back. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's got it, 1st down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Back to throw. It's Street. Pressure coming. He's got the back in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Flames had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Snagged in the middle. It's Sharp. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Touchdown, Flames! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby! Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Looking for blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of...
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Touchdown, Liberty! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. To the air, it's Ramsey. He makes the grab. He goes out of bounds, couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Dogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
That was a nice grab by the tight end. Didn't get many yards, wasn't real open, but at least make the catch, at least get a little positivity on the play.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hicks. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. To the air on first down. Oh, he's got some space.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. I think for defensive coordinators moving...
Big guy tries to barrel in. Touchdown, Flames. And with that, they move out front here on the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Oh, better look out! Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll run play action. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. He might want another play. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw at Street. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Now adjusting. Throws toward the end zone. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the 4th quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Throws it beautifully in on the crosser. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Looking to throw on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. The short hands, it's Hicks. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Just keep slinging it. Quickly complete. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Bulldogs have their offense in high gear. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it set up on the outside. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. The Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. The give to the back. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, third and long coming up. Looking for a man, it's Ramsey. Caught over the middle, it's Carney. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs. Get in position, and here they are on first and 10. Runs through the tackle, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I think that call will leave people scratching their head. You know, you're down in possession, you got to go make something happen. The clock is ticking. Like, we got to take some shots down the field, or we got to get our butts out of bounds after we make those catches.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. On third down, he drops to throw. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run, but now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Lights off the defender. Timeout is called with just a single second left. The Flames are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Street. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the chart.